morning time around New York City. It's 4:50. It's 4:50 in the AM, and your hole in the wall Brooklyn, New York CB Shop video gate is now rolling. Cb19nyc on YouTube. Top of the morning, I got quiet. Somebody bucking shots. I heard somebody bucking shots. I heard somebody bucking shots out there. Oh yeah, it's such a beautiful morning. Oh yeah, it's such a beautiful morning. Oh baby, no doubt it's such a beautiful morning. You know, I always say that. I always say that it's a beautiful morning. Anytime after 4:50 in the AM. When I do not hear Crazy Eddie. When you do not hear Crazy Eddie after 4:50 in the AM, it is most definitely going to be a beautiful day. Who's that on the 127 morning time?
127, typical with the morning blues here, brother.
I'm sorry, I think you said Topeka.
Oh, typical with the blues here, big brother.
Roger D on the Serpico. Roger's on the Serpico, man. Trying to get myself fine-tuned up over here, man.
Big trip up here in Elizabeth, New Jersey. So fucking annoying, dude.
Roger on the Elizabeth, New Jersey there. Roger. Well, you know, I try to do what I got to do for my hole-in-the-wall Brooklyn CB shop, you know. I get called lots of names. There's more rumors about me and more cats talking like they have first-hand knowledge that I never met in my life, but yet they talk about my career in life of 30 years ago like they were the perps getting collared. So, you know, you got to wonder, man. I'm like a Najee, man. Come with May. You know what I mean? Everybody's wondering where they can find CD 101.9. You know, the New York FM dial has not been the same since they took CD 101.9 off the bandwave. Well, if you want that playlist, you want all that music, you want all those DJs' voices you're used to hearing, jump on iHeartRadio, type in smooth jazz, and look for the specialty station that says the smoothest place on the planet. And there's your clear channel communication. Smooth jazz. Logo CD 101. And all those DJ personalities. Your hole-in-the-wall Brooklyn CB shop being this 30-year-old Radio Shack, and this $9 stock mic is back quiet. the smart men out here do the math and say, definitely ain't none of that. You see the kind of equipment this kid's got in his hands? Audio. Gee, I just got it through. Oh, let me shut up.
Witchy, I need some quack.
I'm sure your buddy, Mr. Truth and Justice, will be more than happy to help you.
I'll trade my radio for some quack.
Well, then I regret to inform you, you will not be doing any trades over here. But, I do take all major credit cards and PayPal. Yeah, I think it's only fair that I've been accepting it for the last year and a half under my government name, you know? I think that's kind of like fair, right? Yeah. Let me see. How'd I do? Audio. No, we ain't done. Audio. I don't know if I'm speaker busting, but AOE. It's just a $9 mic with a knucklehead behind it.
Hey, knucklehead. Hey, morning time, knucklehead. What are you trying to do? Take people's money out there? What are you trying to do, man?
I don't know. Whose money are they saying I took or robbed?
Are you trying to take their money? What's wrong with you, man?
I don't know. I don't try to take anybody's money, man. People just want to throw money at me. Of course, they want to throw radios at me first, but they're all too willing to throw the radio and all too willing to throw the money afterwards. But you know me, I take half down and half on pickup, so either way, I got them throwing.
Yeah, they want to throw radios at you to hit you with it because you fucked them up afterwards. That's what they throw at you.
Hey, Eddie, you couldn't sell that story anywhere on the East Coast. That's how they know you're a new jack.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Was that your slice of pizza the rat took off with? That's pretty fucking funny, man.
Well, if you seen the rat and I didn't, then you knew what he was eating. He was obviously running away with your stash.
Yeah, did you chase him down for your slice of pizza and took off your table? That's a smart-ass fucking rat.
Hey, Eddie, I'm the king of New York, Eddie.
Yeah, well, that rat made you look like a little clown, man. Richie, you get ready for the paintball visit?
Don't worry, Eddie. If I don't key up to you for about 5-10 minutes, your girlfriend will come and save the day for you.
What are you going to do? You going to sit back and roll up some fatties for the day? Make a steak dinner? Make some coffee? Eat us some chicken? Or what are you going to do? You going to eat something?
Nah, man. I stayed up half the night working on these 2 radios, this 1 antenna, and rolling that quarter Z, so it's already rolled. All I gotta do is spark and choke.
Yeah, it sounds like you're pulling all that again. Tell me you got another export radio.
Eddie, do you have any idea that I run split shifts? I sleep 3 times in a 24-hour period. So you tell me how I'm rocking out my battery charges. Come on.
Listen,
You know, Eddie, all the time in the world is a phrase we don't use in our realm. Because it's just so minuscule and tiny, Eddie. Every one of your minutes was like a half a second to me. I'll take my time, am I, Eddie? Don't pull the trick. Oh, what up? Cow shit too, but they don't brag. Take a walk on the wild side. Get gully. Pull the tigger. Well, you know, that's the beauty about being your own boss. Audio check, audio check, audio check, audio check. Not only is that the beauty of being your own boss, dude, but it's also the beauty of being your hole-in-the-wall CB shop that does cater to most of New York City's 5 boroughs, dollar vans, and taxis. And when I think of the astronomical amount of number of dollar vans and taxis there are, as opposed to the big trucks on the road at any given moment of the day, I guess I'm only too glad when I only have to see a big truck every now and then. But I got enough to keep me rocking and rolling 8 days a week, 32 hours a day, and according to that on the dotted line, at least for the next 3 years, the king, goddamn.
Yo, that must be a lot of fucking weed you smoked, man. If you said you gotta, let's see, you gotta do your shit every hour in the hour, or every other hour, you're talking shit 12 sticks a day, man.
I have no idea what you're talking about or what kind of multiplication or elements you're using in the equation. Eddie, I am the king and I'm going to fill this. Come on, Eddie. We all know I don't drink out of a cup. How do I say it? A quart? Eddie, I'm going to load this quart of coffee, Eddie.
Hey, glass jar. No, I'm talking about your splits. How many you smoke a day? You say you smoke one every other hour, right? So, 24-hour period, you're smoking 12 of them altogether.
All right, let me ask you a question. I'm going to give you a truthful mathematic answer here. How many times a morning do I smoke you?
No, let's not get there, Richard. Don't get silly now. I don't roll that way, you know that.
All right. If I smoke you 6 times in 2 hours, it's safe to say that I used a spliff and a half. I'll be back.
Don't go nowhere yet, Richard. Don't go nowhere yet.
Why, you going to put a cap in that nitwit's head?
Oh, work on his radio. These lights went up. No way that brain can function. Without oxygen, the brain can't live. Shit. Mortician Radio, 101 Main Street, Anytown, USA. But you can catch me on your block dropper with a nice young lady you just might know. What you want to do?
Oh, I think Crazy Eddie's in love. He just heard somebody with a he just clipped a silver tongue devil. Let me go load this quad. I ain't going too far. The video rolling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Somewhere around Bronx, New York, Richie. Loud and proud screaming at you. And I'm back quiet.
You know, I'm not going to lie, but Crazy Eddie liked that radio very much. Every time I asked him, Eddie, how's this radio sound, Eddie? He just came up with something like, it ain't the radio, it's not the radio. You know? He couldn't say anything bad about that radio because he liked that Connex. He just didn't like it for the fact I didn't like it. It's the new one. But Crazy Eddie likes that radio. Oh, duck, bitch, you got a gun.
I never sound like the radio, Richie. You asked me what it sound like, and I told you it wasn't the radio. It's the person behind the mic. But anyway, that's how much attention you pay. Go smoke your spliff and have a glass jar of coffee. Or we sit back and read the mail.
Better watch it before I get him to start nudging that mic up.
Sparky, light up. Hurry the fuck up.
Eddie, no disrespect, but the rule is 2 and pass. And if you were to the right or left of me, I could promise you the only thing I'd be passing is a right cross.
How far you chase that rat for this much pizza? Damn.
I bet you the rat didn't eat it because it had your saliva on it.
Well, that's true.
You know the rat didn't eat it, Eddie, because it had your saliva on it.
I tell you, make this shit up.
Crazy Eddie loves Richie. That's the problem. He's in love with Richie. Oh no, we got a revelry imposter who's 8 minutes late. Debbie, be quiet.
Is that what it sounded like? Did anybody get on video?
I better hurry up and go to sleep before that fag gets up the highway and starts looking for girls in a man's world while he swears he's looking for his girl.
Come on, Richie. You know you like talking to Flacco from the Blocko. 241.
Nah, man, I don't like talking to Flacco from the Blockos forever on my Jocko because to him I'm worse than Benny Blanco from the Bronx. Possible upon reinstatement, I'm going to have a flag on that dufflucker. And I swear when his name pops up, I'm going to be the one serving it up. And you know what I'm going to tell him after the Miranda? See, I don't love you, and I definitely ain't buying the beer. Well, unfortunately, Eddie, when somebody pops a warrant and I'm the one going for the collar, I address them by their birth certificate name. I state they're under arrest. If they don't resist, I immediately read them their rights. And you know how it goes. Enough said. DD5, see you later. Bye-bye-bye. That's why so many creme de la cremes are so overjoyed that I am suspended without pay and stuck behind a citizen band microphone. Being a true nature's child, 'cause I was born to be wild. I could fly so high, don't ever give them badges, you're gonna see. What's the matter, comic book bad guy? You don't like what you hear at certain tables, huh? Sort of a little hard to believe, huh? Don't worry. Just heed to the golden rule and just hope my daddy never puts me on your tail. Actually, Eddie, at that moment of his request, I would certainly feed my thirst. I would end his life right there in a split second, and I will not have to explain why later. They'll just go zip, zip. Oh, that's why.
Very good, Rich. I'm glad to hear you would do that. I'm glad to hear you would defend your country.
Eddie, how can I not defend something when push comes to shove? I'm number 2 in command on this land. If there's any doubt in your mind, let something heavy break on this land and watch what happens. Better than that, watch my vice president have to sit back and watch me and the other guy go to work. Well, actually, he'll sit back watching the other guy laugh while he's working while I'm out there under the stars going to work. Yeah, there's a couple of extra provisions in my appointment should something bust on this land. There ain't a suspension in the world that can keep my hands tied. One nation under my father, I got down. Did he say provision or envisions? The sound of me turns bright and tough guys into little whimpering girls. Eddie, I'll put it to you this way. There ain't enough for you humans on this globe.